everybody. It's Friday. Yay. Woo. Happy Friday, everybody. The Nerd Den. Coming to you live from all over the place.
How you doing, Todd?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It was kind of it's been kind of the last few weeks have been feeling a little long to me personally, but I'm doing good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I'm in this weird mode where like I still have like a mountain of things to do, but like we're planning for 2025 and adult fantasy and like the launches and all the stuff like Web3 Comic Con, just everything. And uh and yet what my body wants to do is like organize, clean. Usually like for whatever reason, November, December, I tend to like my labor distribution changes and I end up just focusing on organizing, cleaning, and like it's like my spring cleaning time. So I clean out my hard drive, I back everything up, I organize files, I chuck crap that I don't need anymore. And I have so much to organize right now that it's kind of driving me nuts. And I'm also still working. I'm working on another like a project. I'm getting something ready on the personal art side for 2025. So it's like I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done now just so that I can have all of 2025 to work with Adult Fantasy and Web3 Comic Con and get all this stuff ready. And I'm ready to go. Like I'm really ready to go, but I also recognize that like I absolutely like need a break and like need to pace myself and like my brain is ready to go. AF MK, what's up, man? He says AF OnlyFans taking off, huh? Yeah, something's getting taken off.
Hell yeah.
We're calling it Anonly Fans. So we can be anonymous, Anonly Fans. To be fair, an AF OnlyFans would be fucking hilarious. Like, except it would be reversed. Like people would just pay us money not to take our clothes off. Like just the threat of getting naked is enough.
Damn, you, me, and Zach could make us a lot of money with that.
I'm saying, bro, like I think it's a missed opportunity.
I don't know, man. Erotic slabbed book reveals could be a
erotic
start shaking that money maker.
So we'll just like as the camera pans down, it's just like the special bits are covered by a slab.
Yeah,
book.
He's got pasties with the tassel.
I hate to tell you this, Todd, but in the brave new world of liberated id that we live in, there is a fetish for every body type, and I have absolutely no desire to find out who has a fetish for mine.
I understand.
Some mysteries are best left unplumbed, unsolved, and pardon the pun, unpenetrated.
Honestly, as long as it was female or looked female, I'd be okay with it.
You said looked female.
Yeah, I had to throw that in there for our diverse audience.
However, I would make an exception if the person in question looked like Sydney Sweeney or a young Angelina Jolie.
Sure, yeah, because I mean, we know with 100% certainty that our audience is full of 20-something hotties. I think that's the.
Oh yeah. Independent comics have a strong following among the club going 20-something female set.
I believe so. I believe this is why we're all here. I believe that this is exactly why we're all here.
No, this actually reminds me of a story actually about back in the 70s, like Kiss and Rush used to be on like they did a tour together. I think like Kiss was opening for Rush, and Gene Simmons, when he was interviewed about it, basically he was saying that Kiss being Kiss on the road once they got off the road and got back to the hotel and it was like groupies galore and all the nonsense that went with it. Rush never had any of those guys around, never had any of that around them because all their fans were like nerdy young.
No, they're dweebs, man.
So, and these guys are always wondering, well, what do they do when they get home? What is it like? Like are they like doing stuff with barnyard animals? No, it turns out that Yeah, Geddy Lee, Neil Peart, and Eric Lifeson were just reading, playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, and they're like Canadian nerds too, which is like
yeah. So
Like super nerds.
yeah, it's like X3 boost. Yeah.
but look at this. So yeah, they didn't get the chicks, but you know what they did get? One of the most they only got to be one of the greatest rock bands who ever lived.
Yeah, all time.
Did Rat and Poison ever go on tour? Because that just seems like easy marketing.
I actually think they did. I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah, they you know, if they're doing that today, I'm pretty sure one of them would be marketing his own brand of penicillin. Although to be fair, to be honest, the days of that craziness are never going to come back, because people today have the one thing that people back in the 70s and 80s did not have, which are camera phones and the internet.
Mm.
You know.
Oh my God. I saw this comparison. I'll try to find it and I'll show it to you. The difference between kids and culture. Because I think I did a comment on it. I'll circle back round.
Okay.
I can find this. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I've been talking about phones and all that kind of stuff. Just ridiculousness. These kids don't know how to have fun anymore, man. I swear.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're definitely in the who gives a fuck generation, and I think that generation knows how to throw a party a little bit. Like, I never thought of myself as like a party, like a hardcore partier, but holy crap, compared to the kids today, like we really fucking threw down. Like it's not even a
Yeah, bro.
question.
What are you talking about? Every time I come and visit you, we're up all night long drinking and boozing and
Boozing.
cruising the town for chicks.
You know, yeah. Wait, Andrew, Mr. Charper, how many drinks have you had in your entire life?
Fully.
Yes.
I drank champagne at my daughter's wedding.
One glass, you did. That's right.
I did.
And that's all you've ever had.
Well, no,
We don't go boozing. Like that.
I tried a beer at Avery's place one time.
I know.
Could not
That
finish
was
it.
good.
Could not.
Well,
finish
and I'm not even knocking it, but like it's just funny because it's like, oh yeah, I used to smoke the marijuana cigarettes back in my day. You know, like
You already know.
okay,
You already know my thoughts about today's marijuana.
Yeah. Yeah. Today's marijuana is a little stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's legitimately too strong, in my opinion.
Okay, I found this thing before it's like not
that I know anything about it.
Yeah. See if you pop this up real fast.
All right,
It's a weird. Sorry for the weird. You know, I'm down to one screen right now, so I can't see what the hell's going on. I had to minimize. So this is Ibiza, right? Clubber paradise in Europe.
Mhm.
A lot of people take their summer vacations out there. Rite of passage.
Yeah. Ibiza is supposed to be it used to be a hardcore party spot,
Right.
man.
2006, right?
Yeah.
Banging. Woo woo.
Make it. Yeah, you'll have to make it bigger, but yeah, we got it full blast.
Is that
There you
full
go.
screen? Okay,
that's
yeah.
fine.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
like you get the idea. Everyone's raging and having a good time. Although I would argue, I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Do you realize that was almost 20 years ago? Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah. Okay. And now look at this shit. This is 2024.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, dude, look at this.
That's lame as shit, dude.
As fuck.
That is sad, dude.
Like,
are you kidding?
No one's even grooving. They're not even like bobbing their heads hardly.
Yeah, they're just recording for fucking clicks.
Ugh, it is so gross, man.
That's so sad, dude.
So freaking.
It's just pathetic. Like even the people on stage are like, I'm gonna be the one dancing. Like they're like bopping. Like
yeah, right.
Like no one gives a fuck. Like nobody gives a fuck.
Last Friday we went to Ronnie Size, Jungle DJ. Like
Ronnie, that dude's been around for fucking ever, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. So that's where we were last week, and it was like this third to last stop on his US tour. This guy's a
Mhm.
legend. I saw him, he's got Ronnie Size plus Represent, which is like the full live band. I saw them
Yeah.
in 2008, and man, you want to talk about just absolutely spiritual experience. If you like Ronnie Size, there's a really good link of Represent on YouTube that I was listening to, like hardcore. But
Mhm.
my wife and I got there, and it was not a huge venue. But I thought it'd be packed out a little more. But we got there, and I was like, "What's the first thing you notice here, honey?" She's like, "Everyone has gray hair." Like it was all old heads, like almost 100%. It was like I was like, "Hell yeah,
Let's go.
bro!" There were probably, there were probably like max 65 people in this bar. So it was like having one
Unbelievable.
of the premier, old school, original jungle DJs in the world playing to you, like he was coming and playing your birthday party, right?
That's so fucking
Man,
that's awesome and really
it was
fucked up.
so fucking badass, and you could tell that he like kind of ditched his you go on a big tour, you play some big events, you've got like
Yeah.
all your big room songs that you play in your
Yeah,
program.
yeah.
You could tell he just threw that out the window, and he was just having fun and testing new stuff and just like really vibing. I got a photo with him too. I mean,
No,
like,
I was gonna say if you talk to him.
yeah, I did real fast. I mean, I didn't want to like totally bother him or whatever, but I just, thanked him for the music and, said that drum and bass like is, how big a part of my life it is, I mean, like it has got me through a lot in life. And yeah, he was really cool.
Hold on. I've got I still have like somewhere the very first Jungle record ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it out, but because like I have a small vinyl collection. But
Yeah.
these are all like straight up like this is, like I've got like the very first Autechre record before they were called
Mhm.
Autechre.
That's cool.
Like yeah, like look at that.
Nice, man.
But let me show you. Let's see if I can find it. There's no way in hell I'm ever going to be able to find this, but there's some really good music. Did you ever hear a guy called Gerald?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, that's like
right.
insanely.
That's not the record. But I got it somewhere. It's I believe it was Plastic Man, wasn't it? Oh man, let's see. Yeah, going through here is going to take me a minute, so I don't want to waste time. But there's some good vinyl, man. Golly.
Yeah. Here, hold on. Check this. I'll put this up real fast. I found this. Whenever you get a chance.
Oh yeah. Let's go. MK says, "Holy crap! I think I was there in Ibiza just a couple of years before that for the Italian, for an Italian bachelor party in 2004."
Yeah, right on. Boom.
Yo, dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, man, he was super legit. And then like these are some of my friends. Well, it's my wife, but these three guys, they're like, we met through raving, like way back in the day. And so we've been friends through like dance music for what, 25 plus years, close to 25
That's
years.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my friends who I met through raving are either no longer with us,
Yeah.
or mentally are no longer with us.
Yeah. A couple of my other good friends are like, not close anymore, and I've lost several as well, just to some stupid stuff. And the cool thing is that my wife, Juliana, who she's more of a, Russia. If you can imagine Russia, they didn't have a lot of like ravey drum and bass stuff. She's more like, rock and metal and things like that. And a little like her tastes are different, but she certainly listened to enough of it since we've been together. But she like really freaking dug it. She was like, hell yeah. I was like, I told you just need to hear it like on the big sound,
Yeah.
Let that shit like rock your body a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like talk to her about like, how you can listen to like 5 different things when you're listening to jungle at different speeds. You can listen to the half speed bass line, or like the hi-hats, or the
totally, man.
pads, like so you can like pick apart and dance or groove to all these different components in different ways. And I think that she kind of like, I was like, you always have to teach someone how to listen to it, how to hear it, you know?
I can see that. Well, because people don't, it's also hard, I think, nowadays, because like, it's like anything. Like when the sound first came out, it was so new and so different.
Oh, totally.
And then it became baked into everything.
Yeah, now it's in like Irish Spring bar soap commercial.
Right. Yeah. And then a generation later it was dubstep. And so
right.
So I don't think it's like it's like anything. It's like you hear it, but you can't possibly hear it the way it's meant to be heard, because it's 30 some odd years later. And so like you can't possibly hear it with clear virgin ears to that sound.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I collected, I was like in the mid 90s, I was like hardcore into vinyl, to the point where I almost dropped art to make music and like electronic music, and a lot of DJ friends, and I did a lot of stuff, and the sounds were so unique and so fresh, and like, it still is to me, but you listen to stuff nowadays and it's just fucking terrible. It really is bad.
Some of it's bad. Like the new sound, there's like this fusion that I hate. And nothing against like world sounds, but there's a specific blend of this like Latin sound that's made it in its way, and it's in a lot of popular culture music too. Like it's all bled together. And whenever I hear a DJ bust that out, I just like, it just turns me off. 100%. Like I can't do it. I like old school, like, black women wailing away, like vocal house, like real soulful, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
that's my
jam. But when you start to add in like the I can't remember the style that it's called. I just don't, it's not for me. Hey, baby, ain't for me. That's all good.
Nah, I know. Yo, we should bring in some of the other guys, Andrew and Avery and Zach. How you guys doing tonight?
Sorry.
No, we need to talk more about this kind of stuff. These guys don't know much, like they're not into it that much.
Yeah.
No, there's a playlist of Slavic trap music I listen to.
Oh no,
Folk
that would
trap.
be
It's
sick,
crazy.
actually. Yeah, that would be sick.
That's cool. I was when I was first experimenting with AI music, I came up with a combination that was fucking awesome. But it was really hard to find a good track. But when you generated a good track, or like a good snippet, it was amazing. It was hip hop combined with Mongolian throat singing.
I love that shit, man.
Yeah,
it was fucking dope, dude. The completely original sound, never heard before. I was like, that.
Check out some of the Slavic stuff that's coming out of like Russia and Ukraine, that whole part of the world.
Yeah,
like they mix in their traditional folk music with like house and trap, and it's some of it's quite haunting.
Yeah, I bet, man. I bet. I've heard some stuff like that. My wife, I would find some like Russian rap, like gangster rap kind of shit sometimes.
What is it?
But my wife won't let me listen to it. She's like, she's Russian. She hates it.
Andy Panda.
Yeah, I've heard of that dude. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
I listened to that.
Andy Panda.
I sent you that link to that song. The song's called Brooklyn. It's by it's somebody with
Miyagi.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look at it up. I'll watch it again.
Oh, dude, it's so good. I like that music, dude. I listen to that sometimes.
Yeah, man. I think it's good. There's something about the language and like rapping with that language is very cool.
Yeah.
It was like Slavic hip hop.
Yeah, dude.
Rap?
Yeah. Just look up that song Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Okay.
So, did you guys ever hear of a band called The Who? Not like the British band, but they're a Mongolian band. The HU. The Who.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Oh, and there's The Who as well.
Yeah. They put out that song, like they put out an album. They're like Mongolian heavy metal.
Yeah,
dude, they're awesome.
Yeah, the problem is that they put out 2 versions of their hit song. Like one was just them singing, the other one was like some guy from some like American rap metal band rapping over it, and it didn't work. But no, I mean, and also, Japanese Visual K. It's it's kind of the same deal. I mean, there's also Japanese hip hop, but it's a bit of an acquired taste.
I think Japanese hip hop's pretty cool, man. I can't understand any of it, but I like it. Those dudes are for real about their production. I follow all these Japanese synth enthusiasts.
Oh, they're hardcore, man.
Yeah,
dude, they go so hard in the paint, man, with like just noise and like it's just like there was one. It was like a really skinny, nerdy Japanese. Yeah, all these like cables and shit hooked up across a bunch of modules and so yeah. I mean, it was just like. And this is like buddies like grooving to it, like damn, like fuck yeah, you guys are awesome.
I used to listen to a shit ton of Japanese noisecore, man. Fuck. What was the main guy? Oh god, he was like the king of Japanese noisecore. He was like he'd been doing it for a long time. He had a whole album that was like nothing but like white fucking noise.
I can't think right now.
Shit.
There's a Russian metal band I like listening to, Slaughter to Prevail.
Merzbow. You ever hear Merzbow?
Mm-hmm.
You listen to Merzbow?
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
Dude, Merzbow. Hold on. Listen to this. It literally doesn't matter what I play. Hold on. Let me play. Let me share screen. I used to listen to this guy. I have to share a tab. Cool. Warning: this video may potentially trigger seizures. Okay.
Nice.
A Merzbow Boiler Room. Yeah, here you go. This guy literally made a career.
Oh yeah,
for like
I recognize
40 years.
this guy though. I do recognize this guy.
He's hardcore, dude. Like some of his tracks, you literally can't. Noise music. Like,
were you actually going to play music, or?
Oh, did you not hear it?
I heard
noise.
Heard, yeah. That was about it.
Here's Pulse Demon. His whole album. Right?
Yeah.
Merzbow. And then I always got into Nasenbluten. Did you ever hear Nasenbluten?
I mean, like
these guys were Australian, yeah, dude. Bloody Fist, fuck, so classic. These guys, they would made all of their hardcore. MK says, ATDT modems, yeah. These guys, 2 guys, they would, they made all of this hardcore, like bow, 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 like super fast music on an Amiga. So it always sounded really fucking cool.
Yeah.
But it was totally noise. And what they would do is they would literally show up to these college. They were, they're all college kids or students or whatever. They would always go to these like house parties. So their stuff was on tape. So this is the vinyl, but most of it was distributed via tape or cassette tape. And yeah, like here's one of their 1993 cassette tapes. And they would just go to a house party and hit record by the speakers because they didn't have any fancy equipment.
Yeah.
And you could hear the people talking in the background, and then all of a sudden it would be like, some hardcore German, like, you know, like, and just like shut the party down, basically. Like, listen here, I'll show you. Let's see, some random. Can you hear that okay? This is so good.
It's not. I'm not sure if it's coming. Okay, we go.
To me, if you're ready for a beat down, swing for my hands, I don't fuck around. To me, if you're ready for a beat down, swing for my hands, I don't fuck around. I'm laying out empty in a sec, I'll get breaking, break your motherfucking neck. To me, if you're ready for a beat down, swing for my hands, I don't fuck around. I'm laying out empty in a sec, I'll get breaking, break your motherfucking neck. To me, if you're ready for a beat down, swing for my hands, I don't fuck around.
Yeah, man. The old original hardcore is good stuff.
What's this?
Yeah, man. I used to like that shit, dude.
We would just we would play that shit too, like go to parties and shit. Oh my god.
Appreciate it, man. Have you ever like looked into the gabber scene in Holland?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And old school Somatic Responses was really good too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember the specific tracks, but like check this out. These guys were at the time were fucking crazy. Let's see it. Let's see if I can find something.
Yeah.
I know it sounds
Yeah,
weird. I know it sounds weird, and you're listening, you're like, wow, that's probably terrible. But let me tell you, when those sounds are coming off of a vinyl record in your friend's living room, you know what I'm saying? And you're drinking, you're just like, that's fucking awesome. Like to have that come off of a vinyl record is crazy.
Oh yeah. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, what? I didn't know a vinyl record could do that. You know what I mean?
There's man, I wish I could find it. My buddy from St. Louis. Actually, here it is right here. That this guy was like a 10-year older me, you know, but he's like a old school raver, and he got me into this shit, and he actually made a tune a few years back. He went by Ian Hard, and he had like this like newsletter. It was all satire, just like totally just shitting on the rave scene in St. Louis. But dude, he's got some crazy stuff here. But he put out this one song a few years ago. Like didn't know what happened to him. And all of a sudden it's like, I'm just cruising on YouTube and I see this guy in this giant foam cowboy hat, this hardcore song. Let me see. I got it right here. It's actually pretty funny, man. Cause it's definitely like the same mentality. Oh crap. Which, it's on this.
Oh wow. You got a Sylob live performance. That's cool. Do you ever hear Sylob?
No, I mean I probably had. It's just like doesn't come to front.
Let's see if I can. I've got this album still down here. It's first one. Let's see if I can. Whatever this is. While you're finding that, I'll push this.
There are lots of happy places. The beats take your body and mind to different places.
That's okay, Kai. Some of this stuff is way more musical. Let's see if I can find one of the more musical ones here. But
hello, you're through to Mono.
Nah, that's not it.
I loved it. I like shit like that though, man.
Yeah, it's super good, man. It's super good. I mean, there's always the classics like Autechre and all that kind of stuff, but
Oh
And
God,
I-
try
I
to
just-
dude's
I
name.
just-
Boston
just-
Resistance.
Ooh. Yeah, dude.
Send you a link
Decker.
later.
Hey Todd, I just sent you a link. You might want to, if you're into this kind of music, this is like where I think where a lot of it begins.
Dr. Spazo Sound Blaster. Hold on. Is this it? MSOS Sound Blaster. Let's see.
Hello, I'm Mike from Music Radio Creative. Welcome to a Dr. Spazo Throwback Thursday. Get involved in one of my upcoming audio.
Please enter your name.
Yes! Who remembers Dr. Spazo?
M-I-K-E.
Leave a comment below this video and let me know what you used to say to Dr. Spazo.
Hello, Mike. My name is Dr. Spazo. I am here to help you. Say whatever is in your mind freely. Our conversation will be kept in strict confidence. Memory contents will be wiped off after you leave. So, tell me about your problem.
I still remember my first Sound Blaster sound card. Oh, it was a joy talking to Dr. Spazo.
I love that voice.
What is the meaning of life?
What kind of answer would please you the most?
Are you stupid?
Would you be glad if I were not stupid?
Shut up. Oh dear. I've angered Dr. Spazo. Let's say nothing at all.
Hey, type something sensible, will you? Please type something. Don't just press enter. Talk to me.
Giving the silent treatment.
Hey, type something sensible, will you?
I am loving this.
I didn't know that you can be loving this.
Are you
So fucking cool. Yeah, MK says he was a MIDI man. Yeah, role mod, yeah. I have I still have a deck up there, like an effects. Like I've got an Alesis MEQ, I've got like a bunch of sound effects, like old school RCA cables, like plug and play stuff. I had a bunch of old samplers. I love making music. In fact, MK, look at that. There you go.
I never
Look at that. In fact, I will tell you, MK, a little bit of a secret since you're here. Part of what we're going to be doing next year, I've been working on a bunch of new music. So TLDR, like way back in the 90s, I like I was saying earlier, like I released this EP. We had a little release party and it was fine. It was super lo-fi music before lo-fi was even a word. We were doing electronic music, but we were doing it on a 4-track cassette tape recorder. I love that sound. So good. Anyway, I've been making some music this year, and so we're going to start releasing it. I almost released an album this year, but I was like, no, it's ready. It's mixed. I'm going to start dropping it next year. We got so many cool fucking things next year for Adult Fantasy. I'm so excited. But he said, hearing Axel F using mod players was dude, tell me about it. That is still one of my all-time favorite tracks. By far. Avery, both Zach and Avery sent some tracks here. So
you may not want to play mine live.
Oh yeah. Oh wait,
but it's because of copyright strike.
Okay.
But that's one of my favorite metal bands. They're from Russia.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Let's check this out. Yeah,
Right
make you sign in to watch it. It's like this video may be inappropriate.
Dude, Zach, did you really like Frankie Knuckles?
Actually, well, I'm honestly, dude. I mean, I was never really that into techno. I mean, I knew a bunch of ravers, and which just wasn't really my scene. I was always more of just a straight up rock guy. I mean, something I'm listening to now is really ultra psychedelic heavy stuff. But no, I did it because I wanted to ask Doc if he was ever into like a lot, and you for that matter, if you're ever into like the like that old Detroit techno. Because that's really where a lot of this stuff starts. I mean,
man.
For sure. Frankie Knuckles was fucking dope.
He was one of the original guys who went.
Yeah.
I'll wait till it's done.
Oh, sorry. You know, it's funny, man, because like here, this is older. This is so funny. What's crazy is like all those albums I was buying back then. Like you realize you were buying like, hold on, someone's got mad crazy reverb. Is that? I think that's Zach. Zach's got the reverb going.
Sorry about that. I think it's my AC, to be honest. I'll mute myself now.
Okay, but yeah, what was always so fun about this stuff was like, I mean, I have all these records and they have like 2 or 3 tracks on each record. Like people would like you would buy it, was like for like $10, you get like 2 songs, but like you couldn't get it anywhere else. You know, you would not find it. Like another guy was Ed Rush, bro. Like early Ed Rush,
dude. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, early Ed Rush. Optical Wormhole, yeah. Like even before that, I have some early Ed Rush where his what's it? It was. I'm trying to. I don't remember the names. I gotta look at the tracks. But it was like early Ed Rush. He had it was really deep bass, man. Really deep bass. I loved it. This is the Optical record. This was his more popular one.
Yeah, man, that right there, the 90s. Like, that shit.
That was all. That was your groove.
Man, no, I mean, yeah, I like that definitely. I mean, I like Raga Jungle, I think a lot, and like real like spaced out, like fucking weird shit too.
It's really. I gotta tell you honestly, it's really batshit crazy that
I got
we
that
live in a
flyer.
time.
Scroll up. I didn't go to the party. This even further is one of the most this crew from Milwaukee through these huge 3-day festivals. But I got that flyer. Actually, it's probably right behind me somewhere.
I knew some of these drop bass guys.
That's not it. There's one.
Classic.
There's one video from one of those drop bass parties. It's like Daft Punk before they like did the whole yeah. But like live programming, drum machine and shit like that. It's really good.
Let's see what this is. I'm just gonna randomly pick. Okay. Yeah, they were just awesome, and there was so much stuff going on in this time period. Let's see. Yeah, and then Richard Devine.
Dude,
I knew this guy. I hung out with
this guy on Twitter. Look at these. This insane.
Dude, I went to I went to school with him.
Oh, really?
He was. Well, he didn't go to my school. But he was like hanging around. The same guy that taught me electronic music was like with this guy, and so Richard would come into the studio, and I like ended up going to his house one night, and he was part of Drop Bass Network, and he was like driving a Corvette when he was like 17.
Yeah.
But like he builds all this shit.
Yeah, I know, man.
Like he builds it all.
He's got the craziest. He puts the craziest stuff up on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, man, he does amazing. Like some of his, it's so crazy because a lot of his stuff sounds like noise, except it's like a really original sound. Yeah. But then when he ends up putting out a rhythm, it's the shit, dude.
Yeah,
it's the shit. Like, come on, like all those parts for this sound.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I think it's so cool.
Listen to that shit, bro.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on there. He's got some like iterative tone generators. I'm trying to see some of the, like I'm familiar with a lot of modules. Yeah, it's really cool.
Listen to that. He's like a legitimate pro knob twiddler. Like he knows
Oh, yeah.
exactly what he's doing. Like he's
Oh,
not
yeah.
most guys, including myself, when they have this kind of stuff, they'll just turn dials to see what happens.
Mhm.
He knows exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like he's legitimately a genius with this stuff. So good, dude. And like you just can't, like, it's ridiculous, man. We don't see that. Watch later. Like,
Yeah, my buddy's got some like semi-modular. It's more like desk mount, but they've got small patch bays. It's got a couple Moog things and a few others that we fiddle around with every now and again. I love it, man.
listen to this shit. Let's see what this is. Look at that setup.
Yeah, man. You definitely have to have an
The
appreciation.
sounds are the sound is just so wet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not even. It's like not even about trying to have a rhythm because he's kind of beyond that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah. And he's got some crazy VSTs that he uses too, like those. Like he's got
Yeah,
some
like
weird shit that I've
he's-
never seen in my life.
Well, he builds it and he also gets hired to design it. Like I don't
Yeah.
know what this looks just cool as shit, but
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all like sample folding and
Yeah.
like resampling. You see the red dots probably like represents filters, and they're all like going back on each other. Like, so weird.
Yeah, it's just extreme math music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like did you ever see S-Layer, the tool S-Layer or Slayer?
It was like
I
VST.
fucking love. Yeah, it's a kind of, yeah. It's like a
Pretty sure I did.
What-
Pretty sure I have it somewhere on a hard drive.
Oh, dude, if you have it, I've wanted to play with it forever. But like one of the cool things about this is like basically what it does is it stacks. It has like multi banks.
Oh, this is a reactor ensemble. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it stacks it so that you just get that crunchy, like almost ridiculous sound. We'll get to comics here in a second. I know this none of this shit matters to most people.
Dude, I probably have, and I mean it's like several years old now, but
Yeah.
I probably have, and this is like after I got it again because one of my hard drive was stolen, but I mean tens of thousands of dollars of VSTs and like full sample libraries, and it's just like because there was a point in time when I was really trying, but I just was on too many drugs to really do anything with it. But I got tons of that shit, dude.
Let's see if this is the demo. Check this out.
Our kits, and these are very, very useful.
No, I want to see the demo. Slayer. Let me put in Twisted Tools. Because there's like an intro, like a little demo. Let's see. Yeah, let's try this one.
I got one of those too. Yeah, that's cool. I have a Machine MK2, but I don't have this computer. I had all the software and died, and I never took the 2 weeks to re-steal it all off the internet again, because you have to like download copious amounts of like libraries to make it work. Right? Like it's ridiculous, man. I love goofing around with it. Can I show you this one last thing real fast? And then,
man. Then we'll get the other nerds in, because we're just jamming on music right now.
Yeah. This is it up? I can't, because I can't see.
Yeah, there you go. I'm core.
Yeah, this is my buddy from St. Louis. Oh.
I don't think the audio is playing.
I hate StreamYard. I swear I had it switched on.
You got to have the tab. It's got to be the tab.
I did it though. I think. Okay, hold on. Tab. Oh, because it's not a Chrome tab. Oh yeah, I am in Chrome. Okay, hold on. So many tabs to choose from. Oh, audio is on. Okay, I'll try it one more time. Is it up there? All right. Oh shit.
Okay.
Hardcore. When I'm reading the paper. Hardcore. And I'm watching TV. Hardcore. And I'm eating my cereal. Hardcore. And I'm brushing my teeth. Hardcore.
Really
Yeah. I mean, this guy is a character, right? Yeah. So like all of that shit is just like, it's him being silly, but he's really serious about the thing, you know,
about the music.
Yeah. He would fit in with this crowd pretty good. Like he's nutty, dude. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
That's super cool. That's super cool. So, hey guys, how's the other guy?
Sorry, guys.
How's the other guy doing? Guys, how you doing?
Good.
Andrew, how you doing?
Just fine.
Good. What's new? What we should shift. How's the comic thing going?
Been inputting stuff into my inventory for the past 2 days and still haven't made a huge dent. So
yeah, so to catch everybody up, like you, like when I was there, because I went down to Florida quick to, I know Mike's got muted. Like I went down to Florida a little bit for a wedding, and one of my best friends' ex-husbands got remarried, which was great. And he had, anyway, long story, he had passed away from pancreatic cancer, and so his husband got remarried, and it was awesome, man. It was a beautiful wedding, and it was really, really cool. And of course I stopped by Andrew's shop, and I got to go to Andrew's shop without the kids, which is amazing. I did have to make sure they're not here. I did have to lie. And we told them, because they were like, when are we going to Uncle Andrew's comic shop? And I said, well, we're not. I'm meeting Andrew at a restaurant, and Uncle Andrew's going to bring me some comic books. So I totally lied to them. But I was able to hang out, and I got to see Zach came out from Daytona, and I got to see Andrew, and it was awesome. But while I was there, like you had what, like two different people that showed up, like trying to sell you comics and DVDs, or was it 3? I don't remember.
The day before, I traded for a collection of comics, a small collection, and then the next day, Sunday, the day you came, I bought 2 boxes of comics, and then the next one was 4 boxes of comics, and then one of my regulars bought a big, huge ass box full of DVDs and Blu-rays, and I haven't even had a chance to crack that open yet. So, yeah, busy.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Yep. I do have something. I did inventory all the DVDs that Richard had given me, and I got one set that I don't think I ever even knew existed. Were you guys aware of a Conan the Adventurer animated series?
Wait, say this again. Wait, hold on. Let me hold on. I can't see this. Let me solo layout. Hold it up.
Conan the Adventurer, the animated series.
I don't ever remember even hearing about that.
Apparently there was one season, and yeah, it says complete first season, but it's there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes on it. So I look forward to checking it out. I may put it in the machine when I get to work and see what it's all about. So yeah,
right on.
Really cool.
Cool. Did not know that, man.
Yeah. So I look forward to checking it out. Like I said, it's something I never even heard of. Didn't even know it existed. Now I was aware that there was a Rambo animated series, but not a Conan one. So
yeah, I don't remember that one.
Could be the greatest thing ever made or the worst thing ever made. One way.
It wasn't good. That's why it didn't make it.
Oh yeah.
I used to watch it. It wasn't
really.
It was not good. No.
Did you watch it on like MTV or regular?
It was a cartoon show, man.
Just on like regular NBC, ABC, or something like that.
It was one of those syndicated cartoons.
Okay. Well, hell, if they made Ultra Force into a cartoon series, you know. But yeah, I look forward to checking it out.
That's cool.
I did go by the comic book store today and pick up a comic, but we'll have to see how it goes. It's a series that I bought the first issue to, and I was iffy on it. And I was looking at the store, and there was really nothing else to buy, so I picked the second issue just to give it a shot. It's this. Oh hell, where the hell did I put it? I don't know where I put it. I thought I had it right here. It's the Moon is Following Us. It's the one that's written by Daniel Warren Johnson with art by Riley Ramos. But turns out Riley Rossimo. Turns out, it's like in a dream world. The majority of the first issue was in the dream world, and only the real world was like the last 3 pages. Turns out, Daniel Warren Johnson is doing the real world drawings, and Riley Rosmo is doing the dream world. So the first issue was like 95% Riley, and then the rest was Daniel Warren Johnson. He did the last 3 pages. Well, in this issue, it kind of sets up what the story is about. So the majority of the first half is Daniel Warren Johnson's art. So it's kind of, I like that better because I like Rosimo's art, but I'm not going to buy a comic just because of that, you know. But I will buy it for Daniel Warren Johnson. Check it out.
Yeah. So. MK says that Conan thing was part of the Saturday morning lineup.
Saturday morning lineup. Okay.
It's weird because I don't remember that.
Well, there was Saturday morning lineups where it was a lot of like weird stuff like Pac-Man and a whole bunch of series that never made it. They may have only had a few episodes, but the Saturday morning stuff, like the Saturday morning lineup, they tried new things.
Yeah. Well, they're trying new toy lines. If the toy line sunk, then they didn't renew the show.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Smurfs started out like that, and it became popular, and it just kept going and became its own thing. But I believe Smurfs and Snorks, they were all part of the Saturday morning.
Smurfs started as a strip.
Well, yeah, it's a European comic,
Yeah.
but the animated series,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you
sure.
know, was yeah.
Snorks were cool, man.
Snorks were cool. I like Snorks.
Snorks. I could never get into Snorks. It was a little past my time, dude. I was
Probably
like,
me
that
too,
was.
but yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't really do it. I can't hang with Snorks.
Sky Riders, bro. Do you guys remember Sky Riders? They had the little backpacks with the elastic strings. It's like, they're like superhero dudes and live in a canyon, apparently. And they'd have to zip line everywhere. So they had these little, they're like probably, I don't know if they weren't quite as tall as G.I. Joe's. Those were like 3.5 figures. Anyway, so these little small guys with backpacks, you can string them up and that was a good one. Like that one.
I think I do remember that one.
Yeah. Mask. I was an idiot. Sold all my Mask toys. I had so many fucking stupid drugs. But when I'm rich, I'm going to buy them all back, man. It's one of my biggest, why did you do that, dude? I had a grip of them.
All I can say, Doc, is good luck.
Oh, I'll find him. I'll pay a lot more than I sold him for, but yeah. We have one good, old school collector's toy store near me.
Well,
they're not completely high, but they're a little high.
Well, you guys remember I mentioned when I was in Kansas City that I went to a couple of comic book stores. I don't think I ever told you the stories of what I found, right?
No, I don't think so.
Well, the first one I went to was like a very small store. They did have comics that were, all the boxes had 50% off. So, of course, all the prices were jacked. But they had a lot of vintage toys. I mean, a lot. They had this one whole wall, which was nothing but action figures in bags, like standalone figures.
Yeah.
You would have loved it. The whole back wall had all these different cabinets with all this different retro toys and
That's
just
cool.
awesome. But the thing that got me is when I went up to the front, they had some boxes, or I think it was at least 2 boxes. No, 1 box of graded comics where it was buy one, get one free.
Oh, yeah.
So went through and I looked, and there was nothing I needed, nothing I wanted. But as I was getting ready to leave, I noticed that on the back wall behind the register, they had some really high grade, not high grade, but older, higher cost books. They had a Detective 359.
Oh, yeah.
Odd.
Wait, remind me. First Batgirl.
First Batgirl. It was a 4.5, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And they had 600 on it. And I checked Comic Price Guide, and they put a 4.5 of that at about 630. So it was reasonable in the ballpark. And I'm like, I think my wife would kill me if I spent $600 while on vacation, not for the store, but for my own personal collection.
I still have a dream of getting this for you, of buying the first appearance of Batgirl for you.
Oh, I'll get it.
Grade.
It's on my list. It's on my list. So.
Oh wait. Sorry. MK said a couple things. He said Mobile Armored Strike Command. I had Boulder Mountain, Condor, etc. Mom gave mine away too. Doc.
Oh jeez.
Oh man, yeah, dude. I had that. Yeah, Mobile Armored Strike. Yeah. Condor. Yeah, I had like the Jeep. I had the semi. The semi was awesome. There's the bad guy. I had a bunch of crap. It was like a motorcycle. I can't remember them all, but yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember if I had any Mask figures. I was familiar with the show, familiar with the comic, but I don't think I ever had a toy.
I loved Mask. I thought Mask was so cool, man. Every time
Mask was cool. I like the show.
Yeah, I'm in these like some vintage toy groups on Facebook, and I have to silence them for 30 days because they'll pop up a Mask thing, and then I'll just cry a little inside.
What did you think of the movie version with Jim Carrey? Actually, 2 of them. There was one with Jim Carrey and one with Jamie Kennedy.
There's 2 different properties. Mask here is an acronym. It means, I think MK had on there.
Mobile Attack Strike Command or something.
So they had like vehicles that changed into something else.
Sorry, I was like distracted.
Yeah. Mad Balls, dude. I still think I've got at my mom's a couple sheds, and there's a few things that are really elusive. One, I know I've got some Mad Balls, especially like the eyeball one and a couple other one. 2, and it might have been ruined and thrown away a long time ago. I don't know, but I have the fucking Hero Quest, man, and I want it.
Mm-hmm.
They've reissued it. Yeah, Mask Fault. They reissued it, the Hero Quest now.
Yeah,
But
I think my son had one of the large sets.
Yeah,
I remember all the pieces all over the place.
yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I had that, and I had a couple of the expansions too. I don't know what happened to it. Well, but I don't know now since they reissued it. But for a while, if you had a even open box but complete Hero Quest, we're talking $500 to $700 on that thing.
Oh, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but you know what they're bringing back as a trading card game?
Hmm.
Overpower. That was the one that originally started with Marvel, and then they did DC Overpower, and you could actually play Marvel and DC characters together against each other.
That.
Well, there's a new Kickstarter starting with Overpower, and it's the same system, but it's like core characters, vampires, vampire hunters. It's all different stuff, but that's just what the first set's going to be. But it follows the same rules as Overpower, the original game. So
yeah, I remember these now. I didn't have any, but I do remember them. You know,
Mask. MK said Mask fought Venom.
Yeah. You know what else they're bringing back is quarterly Heavy Metal magazine, print.
Yeah, dude, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
I love Heavy Metal. I was really sad when they took that book away.
Well, the last time I saw Heavy Metal in the store, it was like $15.99, or that was the cover price. It was crazy. It was stupid.
I can't imagine this will be cheap.
Yeah.
I remember always trying to like sneak and look at Heavy Metal in the bookstore in the mall because it had boobs. And being afraid I'd get caught.
I bet you would. What are you giggling about, Todd? Boobs? Was the thought of boobs?
Yes, boobs makes me chuckle. Doesn't it make you chuckle?
I've seen them in real life. I don't laugh. I cry. It makes me so happy when I see them. And then I get permission.
Do any of you guys remember Zoids?
Yep.
I just remember that for some reason.
Do you remember robotics? That just
Dude, robotics. Wow.
I still have one somewhere.
Yeah.
Zoids were cool too.
Yeah, there was there was also that I don't know, man. It's like I remember Zoids. I remember watching the original anime for that in Japan, or it might have been like a tie-in anime.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually pretty interesting. I mean, although I can't understand it. I don't know. I'm just actually, the one thing I've been wondering, is basically the movie industry is basically been strip mining all the stuff from Gen X's childhood now for a while, and some of it's been okay, some of it has not been okay. I mean, the Dungeons and Dragons movie, well, the one that came out last year, it didn't do very well. So much for that.
The one with Captain Kirk?
Yeah, the one with Chris Pine and.
I didn't think that did that bad. I
liked it.
I liked it too. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I enjoyed it. I'm watching it right now. Well, not right now, but I mean, kind of watching it between like stuff. But it apparently didn't do enough to justify the cost. But the thing is, though, I'm just wondering, how come no one snapped up BattleTech yet? Does anyone even know what BattleTech is?
Yeah, I know what BattleTech is. 100%. I think that's one of those where like it's like IP hell.
Oh yeah,
with BattleTech. I tried one of. They used to have these BattleTech pods, which were like these full size pods you'd sit in, and it had dual joystick control, main screen, 3 sub screens, foot pedals, and everything, and you could choose the difficulty. But if you chose like and of course the graphics were shit, but they were amazing at the time. But you would have to like route power in subsystems when you had damage to appendages and things like that. It was fucking cool.
I remember playing MechWarrior back in the day. That was fun.
Yeah.
As a side note, I've always wondered, like a lot of the older games that we grew up playing. I mean, like the logic behind the programming behind it, making it hard to play. That would still be valid today. I mean, so I was always wondering, like let's say you take the original Tomb Raider and you reskin it, or I don't know. I mean, just a lot of these old games, you just like you take the core programming and you just put on new skins and make it look modern.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact is, and things like the gaming industry is a lot bigger than the regular movie industry now. Yeah, but these games are so expensive to make. Like we're talking about, like some games you're spending up to upwards of like $1 billion when all said and done.
Shit,
I
sorry.
was wondering, why don't they just get there's a lot of older games out there. Why not just take them and reissue them with new graphics, but the same engine behind it.
Yeah, I mean they could.
Doc's breaking his office.
I know. Speaking of mech games, this is part of one of the coolest
Hold on.
mech games ever, which is Steel Battalion. So this is
I don't remember this.
The original Xbox. Okay, so next to this are 2 controllers. Okay, and then there's 3 foot pedals. There's 40.
Holy
buttons
crap!
there's 40 buttons on here. It is one of the most awesome fucking games ever. Of course, there's nothing you could do with the controller now because it was, wired up for the original Xbox. You can't even mod it. They made two. They made 2 games. They made the first one and the second one that was more like online component, but it was a full-on mech simulator. You had a startup sequence. One like dealt with motion. One was like your aim, and then you had the 3 foot pedals and a boost pedal. Actually, there's 4. There's 3.
Jesus.
3. There's 3. It's gas, brake, and then boost, or like a strafe boost. I have those back there somewhere. Totally awesome. If you Google it sometime and look at the full controller. It was one of the literally one of the most badass games ever made. I pre-ordered it. It cost like $250 at the time, which was.
Did you play the hell out of it, or did you not play
I played the hell out of it, dude. It was hard. It was really difficult. Like it was a simulator. Like you have to turn the radio dial and get as much as you could do with an Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Setup. It felt like I was there. It was fucking amazing.
So cool, dude. I was a mild gamer. I kind of like, hindsight being 2020. I'm glad I didn't get into hardcore gaming because I would be fully immersed now. But
some of them are addicted.
Yeah. Avery, you're a pretty hardcore gamer, right?
I wouldn't say hardcore, but I have my hyperfixations every once in a while. Like right now, it's Sea of Thieves because my friend who got me to start playing Sea of Thieves got me in his guild. And they're actually a bunch of cool people to play with. Everybody's a good sport. And we have a lot of fun in Sea of Thieves. That's what I'm going to be doing after the stream because it's a bonus if you're running your guild emissary. I'm going to try to get with some of those dudes and get a galleon together. Maybe we can get 2 galleons together on the same server.
Is that why you missed my live stream last Saturday? You were video gaming?
Yes, absolutely.
I told him you were probably sleeping.
No. We were running guild. I had started playing and I got into it. I was just like, I'm not ditching these dudes.
That's all right.
Yeah, we were. I think we were running Reapers.
Yeah. Well, at least it was for a good cause.
It's fun, man. It sucks if you're solo on a sloop and you get caught by some Reapers, dude. That sucks. Because that's you got to be good to defend yourself against other players.
Yeah, I'd like to try that game again sometime.
I'm not that good at PvP.
Got screwed up,
Oh, dude, I'll see if I can get you in the guild. Because some of us are on PlayStation, some of us are on Xbox, most of us are on PC. I'm on Xbox, and I'm playing with people who are on PlayStation and PC.
Right on. That's cool. Yeah, I forgot they have like big crossplay stuff.
Yep, it's a fun game.
Yeah. I've shamefully, I am addicted to this Roblox game. I started playing Roblox with my 6-year-old. It's not even a fucking game. Here's the thing. Okay, one, Roblox is really interesting because they make a ton of money, and although all the little microtransactions are ridiculous, it's like, hey, pay $1 to sprint in this game, and they're like, because you pick little games, right? Of course. This one that we found, the whole premise is cool pets, right? You're on a farm, you have one chicken, it drops an egg. You collect the egg, you put it in the hopper, it gives you $1. You buy another chicken, right? 3 chickens make a rooster, 3 roosters make a dog, 3 dogs make a pig, so on and so forth, right? There's supposedly 700 animals, right? And this is literally all the game is. Grab some things, turn around, put it in the thing. Grab some things, turn around. Sometimes you have to go pick up a money crate that parachutes down. There's nothing else to it at all. But there is something about just watching numbers, like, oh, I have 1 million eggs, and I put them in the thing, and it's like, it's like watching a power washer video. You know what I mean? And like I found myself. Well, first of all, I found myself playing by myself when I usually only play with my 6-year-old, right? Because whatever, Roblox. I might have accidentally played this egg pet smashing fusion, whatever the fuck you call it, thing the other day. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And one time I played for like 3 hours.
Dude, there's a game, Power Washer Simulator.
Oh yeah.
It's oddly relaxing.
Yeah, I've seen all those, man.
Now, Todd, your daughter's
I love
in
a good
Minecraft.
power wash.
Has she found Roblox yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's in Roblox. We're trying to kind of manage it because of the dangers. Roblox can be dangerous.
There's a lot of creeps on there.
That's why that's why she only plays with me. Most of the time.
We let Julia play some of the games, but like she can't talk. Like
Yeah.
I've done my best to try to mod, hit the settings pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, whatever
It's
you
still a
do,
little hard,
don't
but-
play Pet Tower Tycoon.
What is that?
That's what I was just telling you about. Pet
Well,
Tower Tycoon.
have her code in Roblox. We do our own areas. Yeah, she wanted to make her own game, so we've started to get to there. She's got a challenge with ADHD, so it's a little hard, but she's started to play with it a little. I'm trying to get her into it a little more, especially since Melissa is like hardcore dev chick, she wants to get her kids in it.
You can't see it. There's my chicken farm. Yep. And then all you do is get the eggs, and then you turn around and put them in this other thing, which you can't really see, and that's it. So, someone's got a really big chicken tower going on.
And that's addictive?
That's exciting to me. For whatever fucking reason, man, it is what I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was like late night and I was just fucking around before bed. I'm just like, this is great. And but I can't stop. I'm like, must make numbers go up. Like it flips one tiny little switch. Like make numbers go up.
Some games have like a really addictive gameplay loop.
Yeah. I mean, but there's no loop here. It's literally going like 5 feet in either direction. That's fucking it, man.
Wow.
that's it. It's like running here and then turning around and going right behind you. Like that. Shit. Oh, 2 money crates. 3 money crates just dropped. Look at me. Because now I have it on. They give you 300% money.
I remember when my mother was updating me on her farm in Farmville. It's like, what? You're playing Farmville?
Dude, that was when Facebook brought those games out.
Oh, yeah.
That was just like, you talk about like getting an entire age bracket stuck on that website. Like if you're not there for the friends or whatever, like I played the fuck out of Farmville, Cityville, all that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, basically like it was not a good point in my life either. But I mean, you talk about men, women, children, your mom, your grandma was playing Farmville, right? And spending a insane amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she ever spent any money, but she spent a lot of time.
Well, a lot of people.
One of
I
those
mean,
things where she had
they
to,
made a ton of
she had to
money
check
though.
it. She had to
Yeah.
check it every single day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Zynga, the parent company, they made an incredible amount of money.
Yeah.
You know, on that.
Todd.
That built an empire.
Todd.
Yeah.
You need
Yes.
to build a game. You need to build a game that hooks people.
Cool.
Need the
Cool. Yeah.
next
Easy.
Angry Birds, you know?
Yeah. Easy to do. Like
Is
I'll
Angry
just
Birds still around?
I'm sure.
I'm sure. I think it's a lot smaller than it used to be, but
I actually remember I bought and paid for the Angry Birds Star Wars version, and I played it for a few days and never went back. But I bought it.
I thought that the AF characters like basically a Contra reskin. You know,
Angry Birds is ported to Quest.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't totally know what that means. Either.
VR.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Contra
That's
skin,
cool.
that'd be fun. You know what I was thinking today, Todd? I don't know. We were talking earlier, and we were talking about shit. I don't know. Some weird. Like the Subdued Sings CD, you know, where he's like crooning kind of thing. But you know what would be really awesome? So a few years ago, there was a bar that opened up in Kansas City, and they had one of the surviving full animatronic bands from Showbiz Pizza, which is like precursor to Pizza Hut. So they swapped out all the people. It's like there's like a gorilla and a mouse and all this kind of stuff, right? And then they basically karaoke songs. They program them to new songs. That was the whole thing.
Oh, okay, interesting.
But having an animatronic adult fantasy character band would be like the ultimate. Like Heinous would be the bass player, I'm pretty sure, right? He's just like something that we got the long neck, right? Both ways, you know, with the bass and the like the double entendre.
I'm writing this down.
For animatronic band, yeah. Let's just, I don't know how much those cost, but let's do it, baby. MK's technical.
We need to create comic characters to have stories about.
He said Nolan Bushnell's best contribution. Nolan Bushnell. Who's Nolan Bushnell? I'm not familiar. Hold on, let me look this up.
Oh, that's the guy who made the band, or that's the guy that's who established Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The guy who made the band, I think he's from like the Midwest. I think he's like was from maybe Oklahoma or Missouri or something like that. Yeah, Showbiz Pizza, way better than Chuck E. Cheese. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah. Showbiz. I used to love going to Showbiz, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
I like anything with like puppets and little animatronics and Muppets. I don't care. I love it.
Yeah, dude. Just the band characters were a lot cooler. They had a little more depth to them. You know,
video games and pizza and those robots. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, and it's like Star Wars Vector Arcade, like that was.
Oh God, yeah. And
the Tron game that you never knew how to actually play, the one that had the dial and the blue joystick.
And what was that? Dragonlance, that Don Bluth animated video game.
Dragon Slayer.
Yeah,
I've never played that actually.
Dude, it was hard, dude, because it was like point and click in an arcade almost.
Yeah. Don Bluth's still out there kicking it, man. I follow him on Twitter. He posts a lot, actually.
I saw him at MegaCon, actually.
Space Ace.
Yeah, he was
Dragon Slayer and Space Ace was fucking great.
Yeah, he's like kind of the last of the old school animators.
Yeah. Man, Secret of Nim, like I'd love, like my wife and I were talking about, like, hey, can you think Amelia's ready for like Gremlins? And I'm like, hell no, man. That show is actually a lot scarier than we ever remembered, and I think the Secret of Nim is kind of dark and twisty too.
Yeah, it is. It's got some imagery in it that's like,
Do you know what I thought was really weird about Gremlins?
Hmm.
They actually had school all the way up until December 24th because they were in school, and they said, "Okay, you're out for Christmas," and Christmas was literally the next day.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
What-
they're Jehovah's Witnesses.
What town does that to their kids? you
I don't know, man.
Make them go to school all the way up through the 24th. That's crazy. That's what I took away from Gremlins.
Oh man, I dread. It's going to be Thanksgiving break soon. All the long vacations are happening soon, and we're going to have to.
I think the teachers union would have something to say about that.
We're going to have to do things with our children not being home. Man's supposed to park.
My
Go
mother's
put 'em
actually going to
on
be
the coal
away
mines.
for Christmas. She's going on a cruise.
That's cool.
And she doesn't come back till the day after Christmas.
I'd like to do a cruise. Oh, I still dream about it, like probably 3 times a week, man. From working on the cruise line, like it was such a powerful experience, and it's like all encompassing, right? It's like 24/7. You know, I did that for 4.5 years, and I still dream. I dream all the time. Like I think that I'm going back to work, or like got like rehired and shit. It's weird.
Oh shit. I got to tell you guys something. What happened to me, or not really what happened to me recently.
Who touched you, Andrew? Who touched you?
So while I was, remember how, Todd, when I was talking to you on the phone on my drive back from Virginia, I said, there's a lady I got to return the call to. It was a girl. That was the girl I used to work with that kind of took over all of our responsibilities after I left. And she told me that she was on vacation Friday and Monday and came back to work on Tuesday. And there was a message from our boss's boss that she was requesting a meeting with her. And that's not unusual because our boss was actually on vacation that week as well. So she's like, well, she can't go to him to make a request. So she's going to come directly to the person who's going to fulfill the request. So she's like, that's not unusual, right? So she gets on the team meeting call. And she said it was like early morning, midday type thing. And the lady says, hey, how's it going? Everything's good. So yeah, great. Hey, I'm going to bring HR on. She's like, okay. So they bring in an HR person, they do introductions, and then our manager's manager says, okay, I'll talk to you later, bye, and leaves the call. And it's just her and HR. And she's informed by HR that due to cutbacks, her position's been removed and she's terminated immediately. And she was kind of in shock, didn't know what the hell was going on. And when she got off the call with HR, her computer locked up and she couldn't, all of her access had been denied. And I'm like, this is something you do when somebody's being fired for like gross negligence, you know? Well, she called the other guy that was on our team. He hadn't heard anything about this, called one other person, and the person said, oh yeah, it's been going on all day long, left and right. Turns out all the support staff that was in Jacksonville is pretty much all gone, which means I said, you know what? I'm retiring and I'm leaving the company, and the whole freaking place fell apart without me.
No, wait. You think the whole place is legit gone?
No, they're just doing some type of major cutbacks. And HR told her she could have another position within the company, and that if she wanted it, they would help her find another one. But as of this moment, she was done. And I'm like, wow, but it turns out it was not just her; it was a lot of people, including pretty much all the support staff in Jacksonville had already been terminated. And I'm like,
wow.
So I jumped the gun by 5 months. I jumped the gun by 5 months.
You think you got saved? Like
no, I'm pretty sure I would have probably been gone too.
Wow. MK says that's gross incompetence.
Well, that's she and I kind of did the same thing. So her position was going away. My position definitely was going away. So
own it, Drew.
Yeah, I left the whole place.
You had a gut instinct. You had a gut instinct.
Well, I told her that I was a little perturbed because our boss is kind of yellow, and he probably
that's racist.
He probably knew. Well, he's not, but he probably knew it was coming, and said to his boss, "Hey, I'm going to be on vacation. Will you go ahead and handle this so I don't have to do it?" Yeah. But I feel good. And if the company calls us, hey, we need some help, we want to know if you want. Nope, no freaking way. No way at all.
I think it's pretty. I think it's. I don't know. Maybe it was like a universal gut instinct where you're just like, yeah, it's time, and then like 5 months later, everyone gets fired. There's got to be something there.
Yeah, gotta be. But I told her, I says, I don't regret it a second since I've been gone. Not at all. Not with all the challenges my wife and my mother-in-law bring to me. Oh, goodness gracious. So I did buy 3 other comics actually last week, and I've only read one of them so far. You guys want to take a quick gander at what I
Yeah,
got?
dude, please. I'd love to see some new comics, man.
Well,
Let me hold on. Let me put you on the screen here.
the first one, probably the more important of them, is the Absolute Wonder Woman #1. I bought the blank sketch version, so if I get an opportunity to do a sketch on it, I will jack the price up and sell it in my store, with an original Drew sketch on it. The next one is the first issue of the Elseworld miniseries Green Lantern Dark. Kind of had a really creepy kind of art style to it, and it was also a double-sized book, so it was definitely worth checking it out. And then the last one I picked up was Rook Exodus #6. Rook Exodus.
That's been a good book?
Yeah, this has actually been all 3 of the books from Ghost Machine have been good. I told you how the Geiger, what's his name, wrapped up the art, and the new artist is Paul Peltier. Brian Hitch is on Redcoat, which is a great series, and this one has Jason Fabok, and I haven't read this issue yet, but I've enjoyed the hell out of it. The character designs and the story are really, really good, and I'm enjoying them greatly. But here, I'll show you the thing about the Absolute Wonder Woman. They're making such a big deal about these Absolute issues, the Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and in a couple of weeks, it's Absolute Superman. It's literally a glorified Elseworld story, It's not a relaunch. It's not a retelling. It's not like All-Star Batman and Robin with Frank Miller and Jim Lee. It's not like that. It's the characters set in a different world and a different storyline. And the cool thing about this one, Wonder Woman, is the way the story starts off is the god Apollo goes to hell, and the goddess Circe, who has been cast into hell and is living in hell, he brings her a baby and says, this is Diana. She is the last of the Amazons. All the other Amazons have been wiped out. And we're giving you the baby, and you're going to take care of it. And she's like, well, she has no motherly instincts whatsoever. She's like, what are you giving it to me for? And when Apollo leaves, she's like, fuck you gods, you gave me the baby. You didn't say I had to take care of it. And so she puts the baby, and she's like living in a cave with a big pot. That's all she's got in this cave. And she puts the baby like in the dirt, and this snake comes up to it, and the baby grabs the snake by the head and hurls it out of the room, or hurls it out of the cave. And she's like, maybe this baby can protect itself. And then it is a whole series of double page splash where each panel is the length of it, and it shows the inside of the cave, and then it shows the baby crawling, and then the baby as a little kid, the baby as a teenager, and the cave keeps changing. It becomes a home, and it's over several pages where originally there's literally a pot, and then the next panel there's like a bed for her and a bed for Circe, and by the end there's like wooden floors and bookshelves and lights overhead, and Circe makes Diana a home. And one of the things that happens in the story is Apollo tells Circe, you can never say the word Amazon. We're like wiping it off of the world. And when Diana becomes of age, she's like, there's something I know. It's in the back of my mind. I can't think of it. And Cersei can't tell her. She says every time she says it, the word just doesn't come out. And she says, you have to know who you are. You have to remember who you are. And Diana says, how do you say a word that you've never heard? And she's like, you've got to find it in yourself. And she says, Amazon, and she becomes like free, and she goes to the world of the humans, and she rides a Pegasus that's a fiery horse skeleton with wings, and
cool.
she's got this huge armor, and she's got this huge sword that was forged by Hephaestus and all this stuff, and she's fighting for humanity and all, and she is the last Amazon.
Isn't that universe created by like energy from Darkseid?
Something like that. Yeah, I know Darkseid is the catalyst for the whole thing, but I'm down. I'm ready for the next issue. I want to see where it goes. The art was okay. It's a lady I've never heard of. I don't know anything about this lady, but I mean, it was good enough that I'm willing to give the second issue a chance. But I like the story. I like what they've set up so far. Like I was telling somebody else that I like what they're doing with Absolute Batman. The thing I really like about it is his like entire rogues gallery of villains are like his childhood friends, you know? And I'm like, I want to see where that goes. I'm interested in what the villains are like, you know, because Killer Croc, Waylon, whatever his name is like one of his best buds, owns a gym, and Bruce works out at the gym all the time, and Waylon's like, hey, we need to get together with Oz and what is the Riddler's name? Eddie. We need to get with Oswald Cobblepot, Eddie, and he throws, and he says, even Selena, we should get Selena to come to our poker game, you know, on the weekends, and it's like, I'm interested in where that part of it. I want to know. I mean, Batman's always great, but his villains are what make you keep coming back. You know, if you're only there for Batman, then that's kind of boring. You know, but it's his villains that bring so much entertainment to the stories. And they introduced the Joker at the end of the first issue. I don't know if I told you this or not, but he's referred to as the Joker, but they said don't ever say that to his face. He hates it. The man never laughs.
That's cool.
So that's an interesting take on the Joker. We'll see. We'll see what they do with it. But that's what Absolute Batman, I'm looking forward to what they do with the villains. Wonder Woman, I'm looking forward to what else is coming next. Because, I mean, she's on a mission, but you really don't know what it is just yet. But her origin is completely different from our Wonder Woman. She wasn't raised by Amazon, trained by Amazon. She was trained by a... All right. What did MK say?
No, just no. Sounds like he's going to roll up a man bun and hang out with tight pants. I agree. 100%.
Whatever.
Totally agree. Here, I got something for you. You guys, I don't know. So there was an artist in the 90s. He sadly passed away not too long ago, a guy named Jason Pearson. And he created a series called Body Bags. Body Bags, and he did a lot of comics, but Body Bags was his creator-owned thing. Body Bags was the shit. And I was a huge Jason Pearson fan, especially like early 90s.
We all were.
Yeah. I was in Atlanta. I went to his studio and him and Stelfreeze and some other guys. I got to see some of the early, I never saw the original pages to Body Bags, but I got to see the original sketches, and his original sketches were like finished pages. Like he was on a whole nother level for this book. He was trying to be perfect. It was really, you could tell he was putting himself through some paces. MK says, and we usually jive on everything else, Drew. Guess we had to disagree on something.
All right. What is it we disagree with? Did you not like the Absolute comic so far? I mean, if you don't, I mean, I understand. I can. But I think Absolute Superman is Rafael Sandova on art. So I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to give it a shot for the first issue. We'll see what it does. Like both Batman and both Wonder Woman, I'm coming for the second issue. Absolute
garbage.
Okay. Well, see, if you go into it with the mindset that this is an Elseworld story, it's easier to get into it. This is not a relaunch of Batman and Wonder Woman and Superman. It's not a relaunch of the entire universe. I mean, they may keep telling you that, but it's not. It's an Elseworld story. And honestly, I've probably 25% of Elseworld stories I got into. Red Sun, Gotham Before Gotham by Gaslight. There's several of them that are very memorable, you know?
Yeah.
But then there's some that just stink.
Are terrible. Yeah.
So
Kate says, I will listen to you review it for me.
good, because you should listen to Drew.
Oh my God.
Back
Anyway,
to Body Bags.
back to Body Bags. So Body Bags came out in like 96. It blew my mind. It was just an amazing style and an amazing book. And he was just an amazing guy. And anyway, he tragically passed away like last year before. And they announced that they're doing that his one of his friends, they're doing an artist edition book. And the guy that's doing the artist edition book is the guy that invented artist edition. So it's the guy from IDW, and it's a legitimate thing. 100% coming out, like no question. And they've been showing some of the original scans from Body Bags. So you get the entire 4-issue series of Body Bags, like, and it's oh my God. So I'm just going to share this. Check this out. This is
God, it's going to really suck that you guys are going to have to wait till I'm dead to put out an ultimate artist edition of Hero.
You're already mostly dead. We could start now. Look at this. Just the work. Like, he was so good. And he inked it himself. So he did the whole thing. Just unreal. Super clean.
One of the artists that he idolized did the covers for his limited series.
Oh, I know. Michael Golden.
Yep.
And one of the things that I love about this guy's style is he ended up inventing for himself this super blocky style, like very cartoony and very blocky, but then he would render it in almost like a realistic way. So he would have these really crazy, like square biceps and really like angular drawings, but then he would render it in such a way that it would just be super good looking, man. Like he was just really good. And this, it's a master, in my opinion. Body Bags is a masterwork. It's a guy who did exactly what he wanted to do and put a lot of pressure on himself to do it. And I'm going to show you another page. Anyway, I highly recommend it. If you guys are interested in artist editions, you're not going to be disappointed in this at all. They're collecting all of the Body Bag stuff. So it's the 4 issues plus all of the preliminary stuff. And then like the summer 96 one, like some of the other one shots he did. It's just going to be sick.
Didn't he have a Kickstarter campaign that never got fulfilled?
He did, yeah. So they're worried about some bad blood because he was like he had some emotional challenges. He suffered from manic depression and some other things that a lot of creative people have. But he tried to fulfill it. It wasn't a negative thing. Like it wasn't like he was like taking the money and running. He just had a lot of issues. Like he had some challenges. He should have, in my opinion, he should have never done it himself. He should have partnered up with somebody. But what they're doing for this campaign is they have a $1 tier campaign, and if you bought the other, they're calling it a legacy campaign, and if you bought the other tier or one of the Kickstarter tiers from his failed campaign, they're going to discount off of the artist edition. And all of the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, go to Jason Pearson's mom, because she had to, I guess, spend a fortune to close out his estate and everything. Right. So it's pretty good. But look at that. I can't express enough how good this guy was. Like, if you look at it, like the black shapes are just like the black shapes just flow perfectly.
Mhm.
Like your eye is just so balanced and so perfect.
I wonder if the
And then-
reason why Jason never did this himself is because he didn't think it was done.
Yeah, well, there's a really good interview up right now. If you look up Jason Pearson, whatever, on YouTube, there's a really good interview with Scott Dunbier, who's from IDW, the guy who's doing the artist editions, and the guy from 12 Gauge Comics, who is a friend of Jason Pearson's, who's putting all this together. And they talk about it. Like he was going to do 3 volumes. He had like the plots done and detailed drawings for like 3 volumes of Body Bags, but the problem is that he just couldn't get past himself. So he plotted out the next volume, and then like the next time he saw him, he had replotted the whole thing because he wasn't super satisfied. He was like, but it was fantastic. It wasn't bad at all. It was like really good, but it wasn't good enough. Just the pressure, I think. High expectations and pressure, and especially with something like this, because when this hit, I mean, it got a lot of pushback. It's a very violent book. It got a lot of pushback, and it was like kind of shocked people. Like there's some scenes in there that, I mean, it's a comic book. It's not that crazy, but you're just like, oh my gosh. Check this out. This classic shot. His daughter, the assassin's daughter, Panda, in the door. Look how awesome, as I zoom into the breast there. But look at how clean those lines are. Like, isn't that just gorgeous, dude? Like just the angles of the shoulders and stuff. I love that. And the pants. I always hate this guy because the pant, like, he draws really good jeans. Right?
Adam Hughes does that as well.
Yeah, so good, dude. But like, just gorgeous. So this book is gonna and the other thing that interests me about this style, and I've incorporated. I mean, if you look at my stuff, 100%, I have a hard on. He's like probably in my top 3 modern comic artists that I love, right? Who I took like inspiration from. But like, I mean, think about it. This is 1996, right? So it's 30 years later, almost, give or take. It holds up. It looks totally like, if you saw this in a book right now, you'd be like, yeah, it looks dope. Like there's no loss of time. It doesn't look dated. Look, some of the 90s, a lot of the 90s stuff looks totally dated. It doesn't look dated. There's no date to it. It's completely immortal, and it's so good. I just love it. I absolutely love this style. I love the cartoon shapes with the realistic rendering. I just fucking love it. So anyway, I wanted to share this because the Kickstarter campaign is here. You know what? I should pull up the Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah, you should.
Yep. Let me pull that up. Give me 1 second. I'll pull this up. What do you think about Jason Pearson, Drew?
Love it. Love it. Looking forward to it. Do you know if they have a dealer tier where you can buy multiple copies?
They do not, and I don't know why.
Sucks.
Yeah, I think these guys are used to Kickstarter campaigns. They might add. They said they're thinking about adding some new tiers, so maybe they'll get a hang of it. But like, yeah, like, so this is the Body Bag. So this is like one of his later things. He was doing like just the line work, just so dope. So it's already funded. It's been up for like 3 days. I'm so happy to see this for his family, but like, it's just gonna be super good. I am so excited for this. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah, I want it, but I have to pass. I can't get it. Not unless I start getting commissions.
Yeah.
Which I've gotten none since I started posting.
Look at that. Look how smooth those blacks. Like, you can see that from a mile away. That's how good it is. Like, I know it's not full screen, but you can kind of tell what's going on in every pan. Like, just so clean. Like, look at this shot, dude. What? And I was blown away that he also lettered the whole thing himself. So like all the effects and stuff is like, it's on the board. I never thought about that. Just all on the board. It's a masterwork, man. It's so good. I'm so excited for this. And then he's got the pencils from like unpublished Body Bags 2 miniseries. So they're going to try to publish like pretty much everything. So I'm very excited about that. You know, he got a little more animated after 1996. I like his 1996 style the best, personally. But yeah, like so good, man. Just a bunch of unpublished stuff. It's going to be so good. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this fucked up shot. Like I would have never thought about this. I don't know if you can tell. It's so hard because you can't really see the detail, and the detail is just ill. But look at this shot, the 6th panel right here.
Mhm.
It's a door.
Yeah.
But look how he put the door. You can tell it's a black shot with just the handle near the bottom of the panel.
It's pretty cool.
Brilliant composition. I never would have thought of that in a million years. Like make the door solid black and just have the handle.
Mhm.
Like look how dope that is. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And he's just like, God, man, he's just really good. He's just really, really good. And then what's really cool is like, so this was the character design. This is actually what I saw. So this is the stuff that I saw. So I remember I never saw Panda, and I never saw the main guy, Clownface. But I remember him showing me this page. And then I saw some of the sketches, like obviously not all of them, but I saw some of the roughs for the Body Bags issues.
You know what
Um,
stands out there for some weird reason? I love the way he draws smoke from the cigarette.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, super good, man.
I wonder if that character was based on Stelfreeze.
Might have been. Like he's even got the treads at the bottom of the foot underneath the shoe.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, he was like the first guy for me. I was like, holy shit, he drew the treads at the bottom of the shoe. I was like, that's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Like once I saw that, I started drawing shoes like more detailed. It's like the original pinup.
Isn't that great? That was for a trading card set, independent creators trading card set, where Panda looked like a geisha girl.
Yep, this was the very first published drawing of his characters,
Mhm.
and it was for that trading card.
Mhm.
And then I guess there's going to be, and I don't know why this pinup is going to be in there, but I guess they're just putting a whole bunch of shit in there.
I like the hand sticking out of the bottom.
Yeah, underneath.
Run somebody over.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Just I don't know, his style always like, you know, I love, and they're going to be doing a sketchbook and some other things too, which is cool. But his the Body Bags, the main Body Bags thing is what I'm after. Like I'm 100% after this book, and maybe this. So what they're doing is they have the main edition, and then there's an artist edition plus, which is all of the sketches and preliminary stuff. So I'm probably gonna try to get this tier. You know, I'm the sketchbook, like whatever. I mean, I'm not super big into the sketchbook. Like his stuff, for me, because he kept changing his style. He kept trying to evolve it to hit deadlines and things like that. But like that 1994, 1996 style is primo to me, and I don't think he ever surpassed it. Like that, and like this series and the Dragon Blood and Guts are probably like my all-time 2 favorite books. Period. I have multiple copies of them. I know exactly where they are. I still reference it. So, in fact, I just when this was announced, I thought about going on eBay and getting another set of Body Bags and another set of the Savage Dragon Blood and Guts, just so I can have more copies, like reader copies around, just so I can like, you know, tear through them a little more. They're so good. They're so good. So I highly recommend it if you guys are interested in something. I know it's like not the cheapest thing, but if you're interested in it, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be really good, and it's one of my all-time favorites. So like there's probably only maybe half a dozen artist editions that are like mandatory for me in my life, like that I would just freak out over. This is one of them. The Savage Dragon book is coming out. That's also one of them. The Jim Lee one, maybe that would have been one when that came out. And I can't think of too many more that where I would just be like insta buy, like no questions asked, you know. Maybe if there was a Battle Chasers, the first 6 issues, black and white art or something, I might auto buy.
Ooh,
right?
There is
Yeah.
and I was just thinking, like, what artist would I like? There's a Sam Keith artist edition that I would.
Sam Keith is the fucking man.
There is a
dude.
there's a Max
Yeah.
Artist Edition, yeah, that came out. Yeah,
The Max Artist Edition is out. It's super good.
it came out. I think it's been sold out for a while.
Yeah, these things. That's also the other issue is like you have to like when they come out, you have to figure out how to get it because if you don't get it, you're never like it's gonna be so hard to get. So maybe Andrew, maybe you and I can figure out a way to get Avery a copy of this book or something. Maybe we can.
Well, I'm gonna keep an eye
figure
on
it
it
out.
and see if they offer a multi-copy like they did with the John Paul. Yeah.
They need to. They really need to.
Because ordering 3 of them was a hell of a lot cheaper than ordering 3 individual ones.
Yeah.
You know, I don't remember how much it was, but it was a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to pay for extra shipping. It made it easier.
Yep.
But I definitely want to get the hardcover, the soft cover, and the sketchbook.
Yep.
Which of course is an add-on.
Yep.
But they're all pretty. Too bad you can't get them signed.
Damn, dude.
I know.
Yeah, I know. It's a challenge, but he made his mark, at least with this book. Changed my life. I saw this. I mean, I couldn't. It instantly hit me. Absolutely, instantly changed like the way I drew. I was like, this guy is the future. Like I said, it's angular and kind of choppy, like these choppy angles, but rendered realistically, and it just has a perfect blend between like it's not too realistic, so it's got the ability to have like tons of gesture in there, like a lot of action, like Eric Larson does, but it also has some of the rendering of realism, which gives it a little more form and function. Yeah, he's just blended it really well. He just blended it really, really, really well.
I got to step away for a second. I'll be right back, guys.
Ooh, I was just looking at the other artists that I think that I really appreciate. Hold on, let me read this first. Wait, did this just drop 11 hours ago?
What's that?
I don't think it's like an artist edition. Hold on, just reading this real fast. There's a Kickstarter. Mike Allred.
Oh yeah, I love Mark Allred. He's got a Kickstarter going on.
Backers 19. The Marvel art of Michael Allred. Okay, so it's like a Marvel art.
Oh, share it. Let's see
thing. Yeah. Hold on. I'm like lost on my computer here. Yeah, this just came out like 11 hours ago on CBR. But remember, were we talking? It was a while back. There was that we went over that. I found that article about Marvel putting out some artist books through IDW, and I think that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is one of those. Whoops! I didn't know if I was still up there or not. Shit! Where the hell am I? Oh my gosh! So many things going on. Yeah. So this was on a Kickstarter.
Oh, cool!
$75.
Did you buy it? You picked it up?
No, I just was just thinking of artists that I like. Yeah, and I was just like Mike Allred artist edition. Oh, trading cards. Wait, puzzles. Wait, hold on a second. What is all this? Oh, you could do all these add-ons. See, I would totally get stickers and trading cards. A puzzle, that'd be fun. Look at all this like different crap. That's cool. There's a bunch of these. Or is this all for the same thing? It's all for the same thing. Oh, there's dust jackets, different dust jackets. Oh, here's the works. Okay, $3.99. I was gonna say like $75. Seems like a little cheap. Anyway, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
He's
Oh,
always
man.
he's one of my favorites, man. By far.
Yeah, man. Mike Allred was really, really good. Super prolific. Like very, very prolific. Yeah, good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff tonight. I love it. Oh man. Well, guys, and I think we did a good Friday night. What do you think? Super fun. Always fun.
Always fun.
It's amazing. It's amazing how we never run out of shit to talk about.
It's because nobody talks to us in our regular lives. So we just got let it all out at once.
Yeah, guys, we all work in home offices surrounded by, well, cats in my case.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I get to go to a comic book store every weekend and hang out at a comic book store.
Yeah, I know, and make money. You're the only one that actually gets to hang out at a comic shop and make money.
Right.
Yeah, well, tomorrow I'm probably, if all goes according to plan, I'm going to be sitting on a kayak in the middle of Mosquito Lagoon, probably struggling to catch fish.
And exactly how are you going to make money off of that?
I don't plan on making money off of that. I
spend my weekend making money.
All the truth be told, right now I'm not making money at my regular job anyway. So
erotic kayaking OnlyFans. You could just add erotic to anything.
There you go.
There are many things fun about kayak fishing, but I wouldn't list erotic as one of them. Although I do have a story that's kind of erotic in a kind of wish the other guy would break his neck sort of way.
I don't know if I want to hear this, but okay.
Well, so I'm sitting in like a little back creek off the Mosquito Lagoon, hooking it's a good day, and this kid blasts by in a little flatboat. And bear in mind, where I'm sitting, there are a lot of oyster reefs, like oyster beds. And if you're on a boat and you hit one of those, and you're going at speed, it's going to end badly for you. So I look up and I see this kid. He must be 18 years old, but he's got a mullet and like a big droopy mustache, like hanging down to his chin. I mean, he looks like an extra from the old Duke of Hazzard's TV show. And he's got a couple of bays of bikinis sitting beside them, and they're all like covered with mosquito bites. And they're like in a flatboat, weaving back and forth between the reefs. And bear in mind, this is an area where the water is so shallow that my kayak, which has which only draws about 6 inches of water at most, has run aground several times. And he just blasts by me at like 40 miles an hour. And he's like, I'm thinking, yeah, if that guy's like off by like even like half an inch on his tiller, he and the bikini babes are gonna get pitched right into the mangroves, and they'll never find the bodies because gators. But,
sounds pretty erotic.
Well, the erotic part of it was the bikini babes. Although the mosquito bites kind of took a lot away from that.
No worries, man. Well,
I don't know.
When you're talking about babes and bikinis, mosquito bites mean something completely different.
Look, I don't know what it is about Florida, but it doesn't matter if it's like 90 degrees outside and like so sunny that like any patch of skin not slathered in suntan lotion is going to get burned to a crisp. There's something. Apparently it's a state law that any woman who's even moderately attractive on even like a little fishing skiff has to be wearing a bikini. Even if like there's like you're in the middle of a swamp, and that much exposed skin is gonna make you both sunburned and a feast for every bloodsucker out there, human included. But it's a Florida thing. So what do I know? I'm from New York, where we don't see a lot of people walking around in bikinis. Well, we do, but You know, it's not the sort of thing, not the sort of thing you can really talk about on a public live stream because you'll get slapped with an adult rating and quite possibly you get a visit from the FBI.
You know who I love from New York? It's the microwave head guy. Yeah. You ever seen that guy?
No.
I see clips of him on the subway a lot. He like wears a microwave on his head and he'll open up the door and talk to you. And there's one of him like riding around on a mini bike too. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. You know, you better listen. I got a microwave head. He like shuts the door and takes off again.
Well, the thing is, like the Diddy, the like former wannabe rapper, now apparently like, mega rapist, sex trafficker, all around pervert, general bad guy.
That's definitely the conversations Todd wants on this channel.
Well,
keep going. I'm sure he'll be happy.
When I was living in the city, I used to ride my bike all over the place because it's New York, it's a bike, and it's exercise. And the Brooklyn Detention Center where he's being held, I used to ride by that in Sunset Park all the day. And if you ride by it, it's right next to this place called Industry City. It used to be like a factory. Now it's basically all like lofts for startups. And it's right next to this giant federal prison, which is like literally like a tower block, and right next to a dock. And when you go outside, you can see like men, trustees, actual prisoners, like walking around outside with brooms, no guards. Which I always found kind of interesting. Which I always found kind of strange, but apparently that's a thing. If you're, I guess if you're in there for like minor offenses and they're fairly certain you're not going to run, they'll put you outside and tell you to sweep stuff up. So, I just always thought that was interesting.
Fantastic. That's an interesting conversation.
Yeah, the thing is that it's right next to this multi-million-dollar development. Which actually has I almost like went to almost worked there at one point, but it never really worked, never really came out. And the reason I mention up is that like maybe like a block from there, and after this, Todd, I'll shut the hell up.
Okay.
There's this warehouse like a few blocks from there. Basically you go down to like you go down to like Sunset Park and down near the waterfront, and there's a line of old warehouses. And there was this one warehouse, and this guy, I think Todd, you actually told me about this place. It's this warehouse. There's no name to it, but it's literally like this guy has some dozens of shelves and boxes filled with old comics. None of it's categorized. I used to go there because he also had a really, really large vinyl collection. And you could buy if you got lucky, you could find like a bunch of really cool vinyls. You get them really cheap. And it's like, but he had comics, he had books, he had games. It was like this. It was like there was no sign outside, none of that. I think he may have had a website, but I never found it. It's like this little hidden, this cave of like hidden treasures. Down by the waterfront, a few blocks away from a federal prison, where prisoners would go outside to work with brooms and apparently not try to escape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm done.
Awesome.
Soliloquy ended.
No worries, brother. Well,
Jesus,
good. Doc, you want to fill one thing? We'll call it a night.
Check this out real fast. Man, I thought I had the sound on. Here we go. It like auto muted. I don't understand.
Want me to fail, but guess what? It ain't happening. You know why? Because I got a microwave on my head.
Oh God!
Gotta love it, man.
The characters just invent themselves here. I love it.
Exactly.
Well, guys, happy Friday. MK said, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weekend, MK. MK says, and he's registered to vote. Yeah. Go vote if you can, if it's early. I think all stuff is all early voting is open. I don't know, but go vote, do your thing, yeah, like love you guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
See you.
Peace out, everybody. Bye, MK. Bye, everybody.
CMK.
Bye.
Peace out. And I forgot.